Morning. Well, today is one of them days where I am very, very happy I am not a bull hauler anymore. We're going to have 30 to 40 mile an hour sustained winds and gusts 60 to 70, they said. So it's windy. It is very windy, and that wind is cold. Oh, goodness. I should have grabbed a thermal this morning, but I didn't. So, I think I'm going to feed right now. Already took the fertilizer tank over to the west field. So Bossman's going to use that till he empties it, and then I'll go get another load of fertilizer, and then we'll finish everything out. And then probably go get another load of fertilizer because we also got to fill the tanks that are around the pivots because we do put nitrogen on through the pivot. So I don't know how all that's going to play out, how all that's going to work, but it is what it is. But in the meantime, after I feed, and while I'm waiting to go get fertilizer, I'm going to stay out the wind. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that wind is howling. Wow. And for those of you that watch my bag unloading videos where we unloaded the grain bags, we had a couple of boards that we missed when we were picking the boards up. So instead of picking it up when it was nice or, whenever, because I've had months to do this, I waited until today of all days to go pick them up. So I think you can say that old Jimbo's not the brightest. Oh well. It's a good thing my wife feeds me good though, otherwise I'd blow away. This is just nuts. What are we doing today? Well, we're waiting for the boss to get everything ready so we can go get fertilizer. It's getting that time of year where the grass is starting to turn green, and we're going to have to start mowing the yard. Now, the boss takes care of his personal yard, and I think I take care of everything else. So he's got a nice John Deere zero-turn mower, and we're going to change the oil in it, grease everything up, get everything ready to go. I think you can see first, so we got a lot of junk down there. So I think I'm going to hook the air blower up, and I'm going to get the blowgun in there, and I'm going to blow all that junk out of there, and then we can kind of see what we're working with and go from there, because I've never changed the oil on one of these before, and everything I've looked online, well, everything is different. So I don't know how many different designs John Deere made as far as how to get the oil changed in these things. Who knows? It doesn't matter though. Get everything blown out of there, see what I'm working with, get the oil changed, get things greased. I'm going to pull the blades off and probably go get new blades. Probably change the air filter and all that other good stuff in here. Gonna be fun. I think, I hope. y'all can see how dirty that air cleaner is. Wow. Well, I think I might have found the drain plug. Right down in there. Yeah, we're getting something to drain anyway. Sometimes if you loosen that oil cap, stuff will come out a little quicker. I don't know. Yeah, looks like it's helping. Good. So the things that I looked at online, they had different things where they were talking about. You had a separate little fill neck thing, or I guess not fill neck, but a drain neck that would come down and unscrew that. And you had others where they had deals underneath the seat, and you had other deals where the filler neck would come down, and you had other deals where you had a plug bolt in there, and nothing about this little plastic thing, but I'll take it because it's just hand tight in there. So we'll drain that out. Once it gets to where it's kind of just dribbling, I'll take the filter off and get everything out of there, and we'll figure out what we have. Yeah, we just got the call that we're ready to go get fertilizer, which is good. Got that filter off, and I do not have one. Looked all over this place, looked through our cabinets that they got the filters in. Most of the filters in there are stuff that's long gone. I just bought a bunch of filters at one shot and it got rid of the tractors, so I don't know. But I got the John Deere hydraulic oil and transmission oil and stuff like that, and we got the oil to put in the engine itself. I just need a filter. But I can't take the truck in to go get a filter. I mean, I could, but that means that Boss Man's gonna be waiting. So we can't have that. Getting that fertilizer in the ground's way more important than that. So I guess I'm gonna go jump in the pickup, head over there to the semi, get it going, and we'll head out. Oh, I do not like this wind. Oh, that weather's getting worse. It is sleeting and rain and all sorts of mess, but I got my filter. So I'm gonna get the filter ready to go, get it put on, get the oil in it, run it for a little bit, and I'm gonna blow off the mower deck, and then we will kind of go from there and kind of figure out what all I'm gonna do to this thing. Well, it is the next day, obviously. And we got everything changed, the oil, filter, checked all the fluids, got the blades off that mower. And that was pretty much that. Today, the wind is blowing worse than it was yesterday. It is howling. It is bad. And then to make matters even worse, it's spitting a little bit of snow or ice or something. I don't know. Oh well. But we have a liquid fertilizer trailer, a little nurse trailer. And we can use that to fill our tanks over by the pivots. And that way we can put fertilizer on through the irrigation system. So, trying to get that nurse trailer to pump. We're going to pump water through it, make sure everything works, no leaks. Then we'll change the oil in it and all that good stuff. Well, I was going to do that this morning. Well, it didn't work that way. It wouldn't fire, and then the string broke. So, yeah, it's just been, nothing's worked like it was supposed to. It is what it is. So, I guess I got the new string pull doohickey thing, whatever they call it. So I'm going to go put that on, and I'm going to go see if I can get this thing to fire and pump the water. And if that's the case, we'll get everything done, change the oil in that real fast, and everything's going to be just wonderful, and I can go back to putting the blades on that mower. Oh well. Just kind of my luck, isn't it? Stuff like that breaks. Something simple. I've had bad luck. with those pull string things, Joel's. It's got really nice stuff, but broke pull string on that air compressor, broke pull string on this. A few things he's got work pretty good, like that pump on that semi-trailer for the fertilizer. That one's the first pull and start every single time, but something like this never gets used, sits out in the sun, weather, I guess it's bound to go bad. Well, we just got everything going, or got the oil changed in that little nurse trailer anyway. But I put that pull start doohickey thing on there, and then I pulled and pulled some more, and finally got her to go. Once I got her to go, it took a little bit to kind of get her going right, and then once we did that, everything was good. But it's probably since it's not run but like a week or two a year. So whatever, we got that done, got the oil changed in it, got it put back over there, pumps water like it's supposed to now, runs good. That's all we can ask for. So now, after I dropped that off, went and got the pickup again, come back over here to the shop, and I'm gonna put those blades on that zero-turn deer mower. And my God, it is windy out there. So when I say it's windy, I don't just mean it's just a little windy or little breezy. I mean, the wind's blowing like 50 mile an hour, like 70 mile an hour gusts. It's bad. Intermittently, it decides to sleet or snow or something. I don't know. It just hurts when it hits you in the face. Then the gravel and sand or whatever that's blowing around out there off the driveway. Goodness, that hurts. I'm not the most fair complexion guy, but God, I need a little bit of a break. I don't need exfoliation like that. But let's take a look at our blades. So this is one of our new blades. That is one of our old blades. Alrighty. Well, old one probably still has some life left in it, but we mow a lot. Just put new ones on. Personally, if these were on mine, I'd probably just sharpen them or reuse them. But he has got a lot to mow out here with that zero turn. We got a big portion of buffalo grass that's got to be mowed, all the stuff around the house, and all the stuff around the implements we got dropped outside, and whatever. Lots of stuff. So new blades start out the season are going to be good. We'll sharpen them throughout the season and replace them again next year. That's generally what he wants to do, according to him. So I'm not going to complain. Now, I'll show you guys how I got this done up, and it's not great. So you can tell that I've never had to jack up a zero turn before. Got no real place that's flat that I can get to on there. So I'll put a board, a little block of wood there on the jack. Got a spot where it would kind of hook. Jacked it up, put the ramp under that tire. Ramp kind of under that tire so if the jack fails, but I do got it locked. And then just shimmy under there and bolt and unbolt. And the hardest part was getting the 2x4 to block the blade. And if you ever change blades, you know what I'm talking about. So is it the greatest? Not a chance. Is it the safest? Probably not. Dad, he works on lawnmowers back home, back in Burwell on the side, and he's got a couple of nice jacks. I'll hook around the tires or whatever, I'll jack that thing up in the air just real high. Make it so you don't hardly even have to kneel to get to the darn things, and that would have been nice in this situation, but we don't work on mowers. We farm and feed cattle. So I'm left with something like this. So for the first time ever doing it, I guess I got to figure it out, but it sure ain't like I'd want it. Well, before I crawl under here to put the new blades on that deck, I'm going to oil up these bolts. Those bolts were kind of buggers to get out of there, so I'm hoping that with a little bit of good old WD-40 on there, they'll thread in there just a little bit better and everything will go just peachy. I hope. But when does it ever work that way, right? Well, that didn't go too bad. Didn't go too bad at all. Yeah, the blades actually went on a whole lot better than they come off. But every video that I watched wanted me to take the deck off of the mower, and that's probably the right way to do it. I don't know. I'm not a professional at this. I don't work on these things. I don't work at John Deere. I don't work at a small engine repair shop. I don't have a clue. And I could have called Dad, but Dad's got a big old jack, like I said, sits on the front of that'll wrap around the tires, jack that thing clear up in the air, so he doesn't have to take decks off if he don't need to. But I didn't want to take the deck off. I just wanted to jack it up, get underneath of it, do what I had to do. And it worked. I mean, it wasn't fun, but it worked. I mean, that's why I'm not doing a how-to video on do any of this stuff on this mower, because I really don't know. I mean, I was searching for stuff too. I mean, I couldn't quite figure out how to do that oil thing until I got some stuff off of here and figured it out, because everything I looked at online was different than what this is. So, whatever. We got it done, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But now this mower is done. Everything is oiled up, greased up, new, sharpened, ready to go. So all we got to do is pull it back into the Morton building and wait until the grass really gets tall. I mean, 'cause it's just barely starting to green up now. But I'm not going to do that today because the wind is howling. Bad. I'm sure you guys can hear it. It is bad. Blowing dirt, rocks, dust, spitting snow or ice or whatever that is that hits me in the face. It ain't fun. So I'd like to pull that mower out of here. I'd like to pull the Ranger in here, do that. We also got to go over to the Coulter injector and that little fertilizer unit. Now we got to drain the rest of the fertilizer out of that. And then we got to wash everything off, wash everything out of it, and get all that ready to go. We also got to go into town to get the new saddle tanks that showed up for the new tractor. And we also have all those drop nozzles that come off the pivots. Had some of them that broke off. I got to figure out where those broke off at, figure out which ones they were, get them replaced. Just all sorts of stuff that you're not going to do when the wind's blowing like it is. We got cattle in this morning. I got them put in a pen. We need to get them worked sometime, but they can wait. The way the wind's blowing, it's just not good for anybody or anything out there. So I think I'm just going to clean some stuff up, sweep, do whatever to kill some time until I get ready to feed cattle again, and we'll come at it tomorrow and see what we can get done, because you just can't do much outside. I mean, my hat's off to those guys that are working outside all day today. It's, yeah, not a good day to be out there. Not a good day to be driving, actually. It's miserable. But at any rate, guys, I'm going to get after this. It's going to be pretty boring for you guys. I mean, I think I'm a pretty boring cat anyway, to be honest with you, but whatever. Well, I'm going to cut this off here. I'm going to get after it, kill some time, and come at y'all another day. So as always, guys, thank y'all for watching.